we doing?
Hi!
Hey! Yay!
Oh my God, we did
We're
it!
back again.
We're here for a mini chub. We know you love a mini chub.
That's
Uh,
That's right. That's right. We were thinking, man, me and Tim were thinking a lot about the podcast, and we got so many new ideas going on right now and how we can improve
Ooh,
and keep giving you guys content you want to hear and see. So first off, let's just say real quick, cubandchub.com. It's live. It's out
it
to the world.
is.
Yeah.
It's more
So
live than you or me.
that's right. That's right. So
I'm
with the
dead
website's
inside.
up, go there. You can check out podcast episodes. If we're gonna have some events coming up in the near future, so
Yes.
please
You
check
can
it out.
see a
All the
cute
links.
picture of us with a glass of wine.
We have an adorable photo of us up there from our previous endeavors when we used to live together in the RVA.
Exactly. I
Super
love
adorbs.
it.
We wanted to hop on this and talk real quick because both me and Tim recently delved into Queen Charlotte.
My God. Can we just start off by thanking Shonda?
Shonda, Miss Rhymes herself. That's right.
Listen, thank you so much for loving Black women, for loving Blackness, and wanting to see it reflected in historic fiction, I
Yeah,
guess.
historic retellings. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
What,
I just
Tim?
yeah.
What's some pre-Netflix Shonda content?
So,
Tell our listeners.
oh my God. So for the girls, you have Grey's Anatomy, which is still on. Oh my
Still
God.
going.
And then you have the lovely Olivia Pope from oh my
That's
God.
Scandal.
Scandal.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, but you were gonna say How to Get Away with Murder, which is
Yeah,
also
How to Get Away
Shonda,
with
right?
Murder is Viola Davis.
Yes.
That was the third show that was on ABC on
Mhm.
Thursdays.
Yep.
All three of those on Thursday. Shonda had us locked down. For some reason, ABC thought they was gonna play like they were, beasting Shonda like that. And she said, "Oh no, ma'am. What you're not gonna do? You're not gonna come for me. I'm actually gonna take my other ideas, such as Bridgerton, um,
Ten. Yep.
and I want to say a host of other shows that I can't even remember that she is a part of. Um, she
Yeah,
took them
either
to
as a
another
writer,
network.
either as a creator, a writer, or producer. Like
Yeah,
she's just doing a whole lot.
she's everything. Her mind. Oh my God! Like I don't know how it just like creates these worlds and that literally leap from the pages
Yeah.
and onto our screens and into our pupils, into our hearts, and out through our tears. Um,
For anybody who's really interested in juicy gossip content, if you're interested in what the precursor was to Shondaland on Netflix, check out the lovely story about her trying to go to Disneyland. Oh, sorry, Disney World with her family, and
yeah.
which is ABC related.
Mhm.
And you will see how quickly Miss Shonda hopped on Netflix with that budget,
Yeah.
content
Because
creation.
she can. Because when you have the talent and just the it's not audacity when it's true. Like
Right.
it's just when you have the balls, you can move accordingly.
That's right. And she
Because
does.
you're going to be fine on any MLK Boulevard. So it is
Yep.
it is our pleasure to see these worlds that Miss Rhymes has created. I thank you so much. I worship at your tutelage, at your feet.
So Tim,
But
let me ask you, what was it about? Because you had watched Bridgerton, right?
yes,
As had I, and again, love a good soapy
absolutely.
retelling, lots of fun. But what was it about Queen Charlotte? Because on the previous podcast, you had a very strong reaction to it. You really loved it. Can you tell us a little bit about what that feeling was? Like what was going
I
on?
didn't, so I wasn't like rushed to see it. I knew it was a thing, but it was something one day I just looked and I saw this beautiful young, like regal looking queen on the advertisement for Netflix. And I was like, you know what? She looks a lot like the actual queen from Bridgerton.
Hmm.
And that is something like to get number one, she just looks like she could literally be the young version of the queen.
It was
Like
really good casting. Yeah.
it was excellent casting. And like so that kind of caught my eye. And also just more of this inclusion of people of color
Yeah.
in life, finding love, finding, heartache and other things. Like I just love to see that. I want, like, for me, I just want everybody included. It doesn't mean that I don't want, I don't want, it's not that I don't want Daphne to get fucked. Like, I just also want, uh, the Lord's ass on there as well. Like, I just,
Mm.
he was delicious, and I'm so sad that he's not coming back. He's not coming back, people. Stop trying to get him back. He's not coming back. He doesn't want to. He doesn't need to. And I just ask that he return his wardrobe and they give it to me. Because that was some cute attire. That
It
was
was
garb
good.
that I want.
Yeah.
But anyway, like Queen Charlotte, it was just such, it was a story that like I didn't know that I really like needed. Like once it started going, I was like, oh, I am kind of interested in like her story and her love and why she's always like trying to put people together. Like why is she always trying to do that? And I love that it started with her not even wanting to go. Like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah, it started with her being headstrong and being like, "Girl, why are you why are you telling me I got to go marry this person? I don't even know him." Like
Well, and also by opening with it as two black characters coming from a foreign country to London.
yeah.
So one thing that Bridgerton never really did was dive into any kind of racial or uncomfortableness. Like it was kind of one of the cool things of the show is like it made everybody appear as equal, even though we know historically that's not true.
Yeah.
The blind kind of color the blind casting that they did just set everybody at equal tones, which was really awesome, even if we know it's not accurate. That we can
Well,
live
they and they shared a little bit of it in Bridgerton. The Lord he had said he was like he said something like that talked about how the Queen, because of the Queen, they were able to
it
do.
set yeah, it set a new standard.
But it wasn't very much. It wasn't the meat of the substance.
No, no, and yeah, and to be fair, a lot of the because a lot of the story plot from Bridgerton does deal with white characters at a lot of the main points that can
Yeah.
be part of it. They're not really delving into that part of the story, but I do like that in this one they do address it.
Yeah.
It's brought into the concept that she is coming from a foreign land and she's not accustomed to anything. And I was kind of happy that they got into the topic, and then Lady Danbury, which we'll get into, her whole story and what she represents to the people of London who are from. It's so good, and
Not only that, but like, hey y'all, guess what? Queen Charlotte came from Mecklenburg, which is in Germany. The black people are from Germany, girl. Like
German. That's
they
where they're
got black
at.
people in Germany. Like,
That's right.
and so like it not only were they coming from Germany? She was already like, she already had stature. She already had something of her
Yeah,
own that
yeah,
she was a part of. So it was nice to have that, like, I don't want to go. I don't like, why do I want to marry this king? I already have my own thing. And I'm my own person. I'm very intelligent in my own right.
yeah. There's that great scene with Lady Danbury and Princess, the Mother Queen, not Queen,
Yes.
where she talks about like, I come from Sierra Leone. We've got money. I don't need more money. I need to be able to go
Yeah.
do these things and be equal. It's
And I
not
love that
about.
they put Sierra Leone on the map.
They
Like,
did. Yeah.
they were like, sweetheart, I'm Sierra Leonean. Because there are a lot of black people in America that have lineage from there. And it is, I have an ex, and we did a 23andMe, and he
Yep.
is, I think, quite a bit of Sierra Leonean. And I thought of him when I heard that. And like,
Right.
it was a couple times that she said, I don't need your shit. I
No.
am the shit. Like, I'm in my own right, I am royalty.
Right.
Else,
I come here with that. I come here with money and
yeah,
background. Like, I don't need any of that. I need to be of equal status
yeah,
here amongst everybody, amongst the ton.
exactly. And also, she was there for her husband, and she never overstepped him while she
Right.
was with him.
Right.
And I was like, wow. I was like, look at great black women doing the work, doing the
Doing
real
the
work.
work. And that was another thing I mean, we keep talking about Lady Danbury, but the juxtaposition between Queen Charlotte, who is going through a personal crisis with this new family and being in this foreign land, with Lady Danbury, who's trying to secure her future, but her security and the Queen's security is tied into what happens to the rest of the people. Like,
Yeah.
you set the standard, so if you don't get it, we don't get it, and if you
And
get it,
that was one of the scenes where everybody came and was like, "Your husband is the first to die." Oh, spoiler alert, everybody.
oh yeah.
We
I mean, in all fairness, in Bridgerton, she's a widow, so it's not a surprise that he dies.
she's a widow,
But
yes.
so,
From
but
now
let's just
on, we're gonna have some
spoiler,
spoilers. Like, it's going to
spoiler.
be completely spoiled.
Yeah,
If you're not one of those, I'm not one of those people who care about spoilers, and you should be too. But
same.
anyway, if you're not,
Right.
um, don't. This is the Mini-Chub that you're not for.
Yeah,
Like,
you really don't want to hear it. But yeah, no, what she does to come into her own after he passes, and
yeah, and then the whole community comes and says, "What does this mean? Does the what seems like the grace of the crown, what they give us, does it pass down to our children?"
yeah, do we get the same rights?
And that is something that is still going on even today. It's like,
Yeah,
how I feel like black people, we're just trying to figure out how to pass down the wealth that we get, if we can keep it for ourselves. um how do we get it to the next generation?
yeah,
it
that
is
would be
it is a
awesome.
huge conversation for us.
Yeah,
And I love that that was brought up even now. So
yeah,
that's really cool.
it was
And
great.
I love that these two black women are tied to one another. And the queen Charlotte, she sees her as a real friend,
Yeah,
and like, not as a lesser, but as somebody who she can lean on and
yeah,
love and be a part of. And I find that in so many real life applications. I see so many women of color, black women, um, leaning on one another, and it's so beautiful. And like, it's one of my favorite things to
yeah,
like just be a part of, and also, um, be on the outside of and
Yeah.
watch. And that friendship was beautiful. Queen Charlotte went from just really being kind of self-centered
Hmm.
into recognizing her full power.
Yeah.
Um,
By the time she gets to this
Partly
conversation,
because of Lady Danbury.
yeah, no, she helps her realize what's at stake and what she's
Yeah,
got to do to survive. Those
yeah,
conversations with the queen mom towards the end, where she's
hmm,
like, "You're not gonna see him. Like this is what it is." Like her coming into her. That was the only
yeah,
way that the queen mother, was gonna recognize that is when she said, "No, I am the
exactly.
queen. You are not the queen."
Not at all. Like, I don't understand what you're doing here.
Yeah,
You can leave now. And I think that she needed that
right.
to see that everything was okay to let go because her son had issues.
Right. I do want to shout out that actress because she was in Game of Thrones as the Stark mother. I can't remember her name at the moment. Catherine
Oh, okay.
Stark. And she also had like a minor role as Hermione's mother in her Harry Potter movies. She
Really?
no speaking line. It's but she's there.
But you know what? She's mother.
She's
Like,
mother. She's mother. And in Game of Thrones, she plays a protective, if not more loving, caring role compared to this one. But
yeah.
the scene where Lady Danbury starts crying and the queen, like, it's one
Yeah.
of those speeches where you realize how evil and bad she is, but also how much she respects Lady Danbury for just giving her something to do. Like I as
No,
like I
I won't
need
even say that. I think she respects her for what she's trying to do for her family
she's fighting
because
for it.
she's had to do the same exact thing.
She recognizes that in her, and when she shows weakness that she's not at her best, she's like, I we can't introduce that here. We're playing chess, and I do not
Yeah.
want to sympathize with you. I want to respect you. And
Yeah.
like in a kind of a twisted way. And I remember like
It
watching that
it
scene and going,
gave like I'm enjoying our cat and mouse, bitch. Don't start.
yeah, don't
Listen,
do
I'm
that.
not. She's like on so many levels. Lady Danbury is queen. Like like because she doesn't allow these royals to be above her.
No.
And I think that is why they're so intrigued with her, is because they have never had this sort of like um, rapport with somebody that they're
Right.
like, what you're gonna do is listen to me because I have something to say and it's worth listening to. And if you don't want to listen, I know a way that I'm gonna make you listen
Right.
because I'm very intelligent and smart in my own right.
Yeah.
And it's just on so many levels you see with the Queen Mother and Charlotte, it's this dynamic of like a power struggle. And it's kind of the same power struggle that you see with Lady Danbury and just trying to keep her like her stature.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, did you see my have you met the next Lord Danbury?" And the Queen Mother was like, "Yep, I sure did." And they were like, "This is unprecedented."
Yep.
And I'm like, "So you want this experiment, but you don't want to give everything. You don't want to fully have the experiment. You just
Yeah.
want the parts that, oh yeah, we can come together, but I don't know about giving you actual privilege.
Right. Yeah. Fully
Like,
recognizing you.
yeah, I don't know about like your next generation what that gives. Like, I don't want to do all that, which is what's going on today. It's like we want you in the room, but you're in the room. Like, just
Yeah.
be okay with that. So it's a lot of parallels to what actually happens.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we had multiple examples of how to stand up and how to, you know, fight for what you want and what you really deserve.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you didn't like about it?
Anything I didn't like? One nit I want to pick is that I don't think it's ever said, but the gay couple,
Yeah.
um, it's just alluded to that in a dancing sequence that they're dancing together, and then later in life he's dancing alone. So I
Yeah.
guess that's to allude that the person died or he's gone in some way.
Well,
Um,
I was looking at a couple, I guess you could call them like alternative thoughts
yeah,
about
yeah,
that. Is that
fan theories.
yeah, well, we know that the king is, you know, not with it most of the
Right.
time. I would assume that as he progresses in that sort of feeling, there's no need for him. So maybe he got dismissed, and
Hmm.
because they're not, you know, not in the same vicinity, they can't really be
Yeah.
together like that.
Yeah.
So that's the like sad but hopeful type of thing. And then the
Yeah.
other one is that maybe he just wasn't there at that time.
Again, anything we can do to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I wanna see, you know, a Bridgerton story about those two.
they were interesting. I mean, the stuffy one with the king, not Brimsley, but um, whatever his name was,
Reynolds.
Reynolds. Thank you.
Yes.
He was giving one note, but that was kind of what the character needed to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd be interesting to see what levels are there. Brimsley, I thought like gave levels within the different roles.
Brimsley was everything.
Yeah,
And the
it
fact that he
was.
was just this small little portly old man, I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's a 5 foot king, and I love him. So cute, so cute. I love that. This mini chub's about to turn into a full chub. Let's talk about music real quick. So one thing about Bridgerton that everybody loves is they
The
take
music, the strings,
these
the
classical, yeah, renderings of pop music, and they definitely didn't miss on that in this interpretation. I think it's interesting, Tim, that of the 6 songs they did,
yeah.
one queen got 3. She got 50% of the cover.
Why is it not? Why is it interesting? I think it's
I'm just
very
saying, like
warranted.
they,
I think it is because it's called Queen Charlotte, Queen Bee.
Queen Bee,
Yes.
Miss B got what was it? Deja Vu, Run the World, and oh, what was the third one she did? Hold up, I think I said
Halo.
Halo. All great timing. Like they were all really done well there.
Yeah.
Miss Alicia Keys got a little love too.
I love that all of them were black people.
Alicia, SZA, and Whitney. Those are the
Yeah.
other three. Like they're all these amazing black artists, and I thought they did it. I thought they did it pretty well. They tend to know how to score those scenes pretty well, so I was happy with it.
Absolutely.
I just thought the story overall, it's another thing they're learning is that when you don't have if you don't have 10 episodes worth of content, don't do
Don't.
10 episodes. And
No, because
I,
there are 3 episodes I don't care about.
right, I think they may have learned that lesson from the first couple seasons of Bridgerton because there is a lot of filler there.
There's a lot of like,
Yeah, there's a lot of longing and a lot
oh
of
my
walking through
god,
corridors, and it's like, I'm good. But 6 episodes of this dynamic of this particular love story, they also had a lot of chemistry. Just
yes,
can't
they
write that.
did.
And those 2 actors really had really good chemistry with each other. Both
Yeah,
couples, both old
yeah,
and young,
absolutely.
so good.
The only thing I didn't like about it is that all of those children look lily white.
So
Like
the
I was,
whitest kids,
I was like, where are the black people?
I did. I don't think I
I'm
saw.
not saying I'm not saying you have to like. I do understand that like people of mixed race come in all.
No, no,
I
no. They
we
do.
understand that,
That's not what
but
they showed though. But you tend to have a variety. If you have 20 kids, you're gonna have a variety.
yeah,
These were the pastiest,
for every Tracy Ellis Ross, there's a Rhonda Ross. Like I just like
and that
I
was not
didn't
happening.
see anybody.
No,
I didn't see. I just saw a bunch of whiny white women talking about how they're barren now. Like I didn't.
I think you know what. Let's talk. Let's. I'm gonna pick a little nit, which is I kind of thought the kids were. I mean, they're privileged royal kids, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
kind of thought the type of parents they had, even with the madness and adjusting, I kind of thought they were more spoiled than I thought they might get from their parents, if that makes any sense. Like, it seemed like
Yeah.
they were just, you really have like no connection to your family. Or I thought that was a little
I
disconnected
wanted
from the
I
characters
want
we
to
knew.
say because Brimsley was talking about how the reason why the girls didn't get married is because they were too afraid to leave her
Because she
alone.
was kind of alone, right, in this
Yeah,
marriage.
and
Yeah.
so I want to believe that they just didn't delve into their characters that much.
Yeah, that was a little disconnect, but
Yeah.
nothing, not a deal breaker. I was just like,
No,
that's
absolutely not.
that's
I'm going to
interesting.
rewatch tonight. So
Yeah,
like,
if anything, it's the comic relief of the story, like what they're doing with the kids, and
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
all the time. There's some actually pretty good.
Especially like the boys. They're just like, yeah, I'll be fucking around.
I
Like
want a shirt that just says, "What is it? Sorrows, prayers."
yes.
That her
Sorrows, prayers,
prayers, dog. I thought that
sadness.
was so funny. She's like completely disconnected. She's like, "We need an air, sorrows, prayers."
And then she mad. She like, bitch, your daughter had to die. So mad.
So,
One of
and
y'all fuck. Do
that's
you know what you're doing?
that's another thing. I felt like older Queen Charlotte is a little bit more cold than young Charlotte, and that could be because with age and
Because I mean, you
responsibility,
had to be
you had to
like,
disconnect. But I do remember thinking, I'm like, this queen is cold as ice.
because at the end of the day, why do I have 15 kids and not one has a baby that I
That's
can
crazy.
call my
That's crazy.
own?
Yeah, agreed.
Like these hoes are out here talking about me. Like Lady Whistledown don't know how to shut the hell up. What is going on?
Yeah.
Y'all get the fucking get.
We didn't even talk about Violet and Lady Danbury. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh,
Okay, we'll do this real quick. Holy shit. So good.
Lady Danbury.
She really got a good. She got a good chunk of Queen Charlotte's story. Was Lady
She
Danbury?
did, and that's what I was telling you. The other stories are
Yeah,
out here, and I love that. Like she was like, "All right, my husband's dead. I gotta secure it for myself,
yeah.
but I still want some dick." And thank you for coming to comfort me. Would you like some pussy? Like,
Thank
like,
you for being a friend. That's right.
and
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
thank you for being a friend. And also, like, he was definitely down for the brown real quick.
He
Real quick.
immediately that his
Even
wife.
even when they like came to the what is it called? To
The
Lady
ball that they
Danbury's ball,
host.
he was like, I like you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so cute. They're gonna be
Let's
friends.
let's.
Get to the fucking.
That's right. Let us be friends. I'm like, what kind of friends you gonna be with her?
I was just like, okay, sis,
Yeah.
yes, get it. And then when they was talking about the birthday hats, and I was like, oh shit, she gonna find that birthday hat. I was like, this is stupid that you put your birthday hat behind your grand clock. And I was like, that's stupid.
It's
But
a little.
whatever. I get it. You need to
Got,
figure it out.
got to move the plot along. That's right.
Yeah. And the fact that she was mad, I was like, girl, you know your mama won't shit. Like
So I didn't get mad from her. I got shocked and confused. I didn't necessarily get like angry.
I got a little tinge of anger for a second. Obviously, like when she went to have tea
Yeah.
and recognized once the story got, you know how friends get and they start telling each other the stories and stuff, and like how she really felt
Yeah.
in that moment about that person, and then she realized it was her dad. I think she kind of lessened up about it,
Yeah.
but at first she was like, not you fucking my daddy. Like,
I, I get it. I was like, I didn't know that happened. I'm a little shocked. And then
I want to say this, and I need you to bleep this out because I want your thing.
okay.
Because that's exactly what happened.
Um I don't want to have this conversation at all.
And it will never happen. Oh my God, no. No, I mean, this has been a great Mini-Chub.
This has been so good. This is so good. Tim, thank you for recommending Queen Charlotte. It was definitely worth it.
Yet another right decision for me.
Just lay it down.
Spread it
Tim,
wide.
where should people go now if they want to learn more about us and listen to our episodes?
Oh my God, if you want to listen to our episodes, see our cute pic, go to cubandchub.com.
Cub and Chub, baby. Cub and Chub.
Oh, yes. And also, as always, check us out on the TikToks and the Twitters and all this other stuff that you can find, anything bevel or beauty. Check out Queen Charlotte on Netflix. We're not sponsored yet. Putting that into the atmosphere.
That's right. Put it out.
I want to thank the cast and crew and everybody that was involved with that because it was a truly amazing story. And Bridgerton season 3 has a lot to live up to because 1 and 2, other than the fucking,
It's
you
all
didn't
right.
have nothing. I mean,
It's fine.
you had a round good beauty. Now you don't have him. So I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun. I think they've learned a lot from this first 2 seasons. So hopefully we'll get some of this love in that 3rd season once it comes back.
Yes. And young Queen Charlotte, oh my God. I keep seeing you in these interviews. You're killing. Your body is insane, girl. Anyway, okay. Sorry.
It's all good. No,
I love the hair. I love.
we're
it's
a little
giving.
bi. We're a little bi. That's fine.
It's giving. Now, sweetie, I'm bi looking. I'm not bisexual.
Okay, gotcha. Oh my God. Everybody, thanks again for joining us. We really, really appreciate it.
Yes.
Cubandchub.com. We'll see you next time, okay? Mwah.
Bye.